What's good? What's good? Yeah, I saw. Shout out to Kodak. Shout out to Kodak. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Kodak. I told y'all what we on 2025. 2025, the whole 2025. I told y'all what we doing. We blitzing. We blitzing. We blitzing Dasher, Prancer, all them. Trying to tell you something. Robert, how I'm doing? I'm doing my best. Phase 2 real. Hey, I do my best to be. We getting there. Right knowledge is making it out there. I'm telling y'all. You know what I mean? It's gonna be two. It's gonna be back to back, 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 back to back. We hitting them, all 2025. We about to hit 400K. Shout out to everybody who been coming through, showing love, showing support. We about to hit 400K. Been a long ride, huh? All y'all who don't watch me go from 4,000, really from zero, because we had to start the page over after they came for the last one. You know what I mean? Since 2018, all right, for y'all seeing me come from zero, and we done hit 400K. Tell the people screaming industry plant, like they gotta immediately stop it. You have to immediately stop it. You have to be immediate with it. It ain't nothing that you can prolong. I'm telling you, this is imperative. You have to immediately stop it. Niggas point. Let me tell you how interesting it gets. Niggas point out, say, he got a Masonic emblem in the video. Like I didn't put it in my video. This how they don't listen. Here's what you're used to. You're used to not knowing when somebody's throwing symbols in your face. You're not used to a revealer. I am not a concealer. I am a revealer. You have to know that this is a different day and time. We're not under the moon cycle. I am not a representative of the moon. You don't see me walking around with no moon on my forehead or giving other brothers moons to wear. I am a representative of the sun, Re, Ra. It is the type of energy I come with. It's the type of power I come with. And we don't know what no means. Unless you mean K-N-O-W. We know what that means. That's Nuwapu. We don't know what no means. What you mean? It was so funny. All the people say, Kodak Black, he ain't even gonna repost it. You just clout chasing. You wasting your time. And then they gotta look and they mouth tell them pick their mouth up. Mouth still on the floor. They don't know how I'm doing this. And I'm telling y'all, they're not supposed to know. They're not supposed to know. Because anything, let me get this clear. The same way I tried to give you the formula of how to defeat me. I gave the devils the formula how to beat me. They still don't know how to use it. They can't use it because if they use it, it's going to help me. I said, here's how you defeat phase 1. Use green light, right? Remember that? They don't know what that means. They're going to try to use green light, and they're going to realize using my light and above helps me. It doesn't hurt me. So there's no way to defeat Nuwapu. All you can do is help. That's it. You can't, anything you say, any negative comment, you're helping. You're just telling the algorithm, hey, we over here where he at. You know what I'm saying? Anything you go around and tell somebody that's negative, you're just helping. I'm telling you, this is the day and time you're in. We're too fast for you. We're too quick. Where am I? I'm not talking about just location. You don't know that. If you knew that, all the ones looking for me would know that. Where am I on your board? Which piece am I? I'm neither. This is how you know who you're dealing with. If tomorrow, if I want to break, meaning completely destroy the internet and put it on hold tomorrow, I can. If I want to just tap it a little bit, I will. You know what I'm saying? If I want to go over there and reach it and say, yo, man, I need y'all to get at this person. If I want to talk to the president tomorrow, I will. You don't know who or what you're dealing with. We don't know what no means. The only issue that y'all have here is that you're living in a red or amber light reality. So it's a lot easier for amber light beings to get there. It never meant we can't make it. It never meant we not gonna get there. What I told you is we're reaching over into the mainstream. Kodak is mainstream. What they gonna do? Cooking with Kaya was mainstream. What they gonna do? And what people don't understand is I'm building an algorithm right in front of them. I'm building an expectancy right there in front of them. People are going to expect that I'm going to post something that they need to engage with and share and be a part of. And if I go tomorrow and say, yo, I need y'all to tag Nicki Minaj, people are going to do that for whatever the situation would be. They don't know what that method is. They don't understand that. And then they don't understand, why would Kodak Black repost my thing and say, thanks for the love? Because that's what I programmed this part of the algorithm with. Love. Same thing with Sexy Red. Do the math. Sexy Red and Kodak Black, they locked in. Sexy Red might not have responded when I did the letter to Sexy Red, but could anybody that listened to the letter to Sexy Red say that that letter wasn't written with love? And then, let me bring you up here. You still think it's just about the people? All right. Sexy Red has millions upon millions of people who are just like her. As a matter of fact, they may be more like her than she is. Because a lot of times what happens in this industry is you're looking at an image of a thing and people start to replicate that image not knowing what's behind the image. You understand? So people become more like the artist than themselves. That's why you have people who actually, the young niggas out here more gangster than the niggas they was listening to. Because they were thinking that them niggas was on that, but a lot of them niggas wasn't really on that. Or they might have got into a situation, maybe an accidental killer, whatever the hell, and they ran with that. The young niggas is more dangerous because of how many times they were listening to those records. They embodied it. It became a part of them. It became a part of their swag, their lingo, everything. So really, the young niggas ain't nothing to play with, but it's because of the fact that they were listening to the bullshit music, and a lot of them niggas is trying to change their life around now, and how you gonna reach the young ones who y'all turn into demons? You understand? Because you never cared about them, so ain't no way to reach them. You can't reach them unless you care. So even when Kodak is saying thanks for the love, what he really saying is thanks for caring. You can't cloak that. You can't disguise it. You can't put caring on. What are you talking about? That's what I'm telling you. Stop quoting Rashad Jamal and Lifeway, the rest of them. All that industry plant, government plant shit is them screaming out. That's the dying soldiers on the battlefield. They're just screaming out. They're dying soldiers on the battlefield. We ran through them. Them niggas ran. I didn't listen. I told the door was open. I said, any of the Rashad Jamal people, everybody, them niggas ran. Nigga blocked me. Everybody ran. 19, they ran. What are y'all running for? Only one who ain't ran is Omari. Only one who ain't ran is Faise. He's still right there. And while they try to figure out what it is that I'm doing, pay attention to this. Nigga Rashad Jamal said, start writing letters to the rappers. He ain't reaching these rappers. He can't reach these rappers. You can't fraudulent yourself into reaching somebody like Kodak Black. You have to be authentic. You understand that? You can't gimmick yourself into that type of community. It's the same way when I was outside. You can't gimmick yourself to reach your niggas. Niggas gonna smell that every time. This a gimmick. Let me tell you something about Nuwapu. If you could pick up on it fast. Nuwapu is the true light. Everybody will feel it, even the devils. Demons will feel it. They may not like it, but they'll feel it. And if you hit them at the right angle, you'll turn a devil into one of ours. If you hit them at the right angle, you could tell anybody who you think is a demon out here. You hit them with right knowledge, Nuwapu, hard enough. They gonna test me, you know they gonna be right here with us. I'm telling you, it works. I'm telling you, I've been doing this since I was little. Y'all gotta catch up. You can go back and find me 10 years ago on this same thing. In high school, on this same thing. Who know me personally in here? This is Omari, ain't it? They new to me. They don't understand. This ain't even the beginning. There's a plan. And there's a plan that's been kept from me. Let me explain what I mean by that, because that's where you're dealing with divinity. There's a plan that's been kept from me because they know if they tell me that plan, I'm going to tell y'all. So God kept some of it from me. He like, I ain't tell you this whole shit. They won't tell me the whole thing. I'm not supposed to know that. But let me tell you something. When I'm on that battlefield, you might think you see me by myself. All right? There are thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of unseen aids and assistances for Omari, Phase 1. He's not by himself. You just don't see them. They're the unseen army. Listen, this is God speaking. The only way God can speak is if man step aside. So do the math. You think this is just me? Only way God can speak is when man step aside. This is the year of the prophet. This is the year of the crown. This is the year of the 9. This is the year of taking what was started, finishing the past part of it, and moving forward with the future part. That's why I said you can't say completion, because you still got 5 more minutes on that clock, don't it? So them gears finna start doing what we call quickening. And this is that quickening part. So you either going to catch up or you're going to, let me tell you what I mean by that. Some people looking at numbers, right? They got to, they don't have no choice. They're programmed to do that. Some people going to look at that cosign from Kodak Black, and then they're going to be like, oh, now I believe. It's so simple, right? It's dumb. But people need that because a lot of people do be dumb. And we have to know that because, you know, it's not necessarily saying it in a negative way. You got deaf, dumb, and blind. Some people don't know they're that. Some people choose to be that. Let me give you an example of somebody choosing to play deaf, dumb, and blind. Keith Wallace. Let me give you an example of somebody choosing to play deaf, dumb, and blind. 19 Keys. Let me give you an example of somebody choosing to play deaf, dumb, and blind. Black Magic 363. Let me give you an example of somebody choosing to play deaf, dumb, and blind. You can go down a whole list of all these people who y'all think, how are they not in cahoots with Phase 1? If Phase 1 is proven over and over again, did we not get the brother Lil King on a live and talk to him? And the young brother's 12 years old and saying, man, I feel you, big bro. You talk to my heart. He literally said what Pop said we do. He said, I'm reaching people's hearts. When you start touching people's heart, they try to get you another way. You understand that? The young brother said, man, you touched my heart. The young brother got on here and had a conversation with me. When everybody was around talking about him, he got on here on fire. Then he realized, I'm not one of them. It's going to be a lot of that this year. A lot of people are going to realize I'm not one of them. I'm not one of those ones you used to. I'm not one of those spiritual people you used to. I'm not one of the religious people you used to. What any category you want to think, I'm not a rapper you're used to, artist you're used to, magician, warlock, any of that. If you think you know what something is, and I'm telling you, I come with it, relearn it, and relearn it fast. Because while everybody was outside playing, we were being raised up with what things truly are. We know what things truly are. And what Kodak Black is dealing with is not what Kodak Black is dealing with. It's what all of you are dealing with. And you're not going to make it over that threshold if you don't deal with the fact that all of y'all are on drugs. All of you are hooked on vices. If you don't get over that, if you don't make that statement and understand what it is in truth, that all of y'all got y'all, there are latches, I can see it. There are gold chains on everybody's ankles, right? And a lot of your chains have broken off. Some of y'all had chains on your neck. Some of y'all had chains on your brain. Some of y'all had chains on your pinky. Some of y'all had chains on your elbows. A lot of y'all chains have broken off, but I don't see anybody that doesn't have the chains off their ankle. And let me tell you what I used to teach when I was in high school. I had an organization called Pharaoh Clan. And I used to teach the pharaohs, meaning the ones who were coming through right knowledge. I became a Mason at 16 years old. It had never happened before that I heard of, especially not in Atlanta. But the brothers who approached me said, we want to talk to you about the square. They brought me through. You can go through Phase 1 Productions YouTube page, and you'll see all the documentation of all of that, right? That's why people come and ask me questions now. I don't got time to sit and respond to everybody asking me where I help from. It's too much. You know, but you go and find it. If you care, if you really one of the Masons, one of the brothers, one of the travelers, go look over there, and you'll see the light, right? So I used to teach what I was learning in Masonry to the brothers in high school in Pharaoh Clan, right? So I taught them that gravity is the ball and chain. I used to teach this. I said, yo, from what I'm seeing, gravity is the ball and chain for human beings here, not just your physical body, all right, when they got to use these rocket ships to try to push against gravity, right? Gravity is holding people here in the astral realm also. How many people done tried to astral project and rise up, and you could feel that you were being pulled down, or you needed more power to get up through, to get out of the Earth's atmosphere? Okay, you're going to have to make a decision of how tethered you are to this reality. And the lotus flower for human beings is vices. Anything that you are pleased with doing that causes a pleasure response, you need to go and revisit and see why it's happening. Because it may be a part of yourself trying to hold on to a failing world. The vice world is failing. That means anybody that's still a part of it fails with it. You don't got to listen to me. I'm telling you, from all I done traveled, astral projected, fought demons, met angels, or anything you could think of. I done talked to the Babas, went to war with Babas. I done list anything you could think of, from Ifa to the Yoruba. That we done seen it all, done it all. It's little stuff. I'm telling you what's going on. Everybody on drugs. That's why I said the world on drugs. I can't blame Future. My hood on drugs. I can blame Future. What am I saying by that? Some people don't understand. They say, why would you blame Future? These same people on drugs. They don't want to say it. If you can't stand in the true light, you know what I'm saying? I was on drugs. I literally said in the song that my thing was I wasn't exposed. Well, I was exposed to weed, all that other stuff, Percocet, da. Everybody told us that those were the drugs to stay away from, right? What wasn't really something for people to pay attention to as much was things like pornography and masturbation, orgasm, which was the main thing, one of the main things that people had to worry about from the beginning of their stories, like the book of Genesis, talking about the Garden of Eden, all of that, right? People don't talk about that drug as much. They speak about all the evident ones. It's easy for people to get on live and laugh at Kodak. It's easy for people to laugh at other people, say, oh, y'all junkies, da. Then they turn around and they can't go without sex for a month. You feel what I'm saying? They can't go without sex for a week. And don't understand they're addicted to sex. They can't go without eating food. They can't fast for one day. You know what I'm saying? Don't even understand they're addicted to food. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of that. So when they blow the horn, because it's coming, right? There's a purple light you're in. And then there's a white, gold, and black combination, all right, that you leading up to on turn of your solstice. That horn is going to be blowing, all right? When that horn blows, which is starting now, so here's the key I'll give you. We march at dawn, all right? There's your key. We march at dawn, meaning anybody that ain't ready, you ain't going to be ready. So you're going to have to start running and quickening your footsteps to jump on to the craft before, because you got to understand, like the plane. I'm going to show you like it's like a plane taking off. You got to run alongside and then hop on. You ever seen the movies where the niggas like, what was the movie? 2012, where you trying to catch up with the plane? That's what a lot of people are going to be going through. There's a turn coming. Don't believe me. Nobody ever does. By June, you're going to see, everything you think is normal right here, out here in this world right now, it would have changed. All right, they still going to war with Trump. It's a reason for that. There's so many things about to change. Pay attention to the Trump, because they said when the last Trump, okay, because you got Trump the first time, that was your wake up call. All right, that's why any politician that made Trump the enemy is the enemy. I'm not a Trump supporter. Biden, I don't give a damn. I'm not a part of your game. I'm not playing these games. I'm telling you what you can already know. All right, anybody that made Trump the enemy is the enemy. How? Because they're not people who research things. They're people who run with whatever the Matrix tells people to say. And anybody that's going with whatever the Matrix tells people to say, if they say attack, yay. They go Kanye West used to be, and now he's yay. Attack him. Everybody runs and attacks him. Watch the movie The Last Matrix, all right? Matrix Resurrections. Watch that movie. All they got to do is press a button. The button is an idea. The button is a suggestion, okay? It don't require everybody to be pricked with something in their arm for you to have to, I don't want to be turned into a robot. You're already robots, okay? That so-called vax that everybody was talking about, it's already out here. It's a program. Go look it up. Computer science terminology. Computer technology terminology. Go look up what a vaccine is, and it's going to show you this is a program that you inject into a system to change things. They did that already in 2020. People that you know looking around at right now, they're not the same people that they used to be in 2020. People are on autopilot. They're already robots. You understand what I'm explaining to you? So a lot of people are like, I don't want to be that, but you already turned into that the moment that you just accept whatever this machine said, and you became integrated into it, and you turn against whoever the machines or the machines robots that are leading the robots tell you to do. So for instance, all of y'all who reiterate stuff like, those who say, phase one is a government plan or control opposition industry plan. I know who you're getting that from. Y'all got it from people who were upset because we challenged their role in the machine. Rashad Jamal deceived thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. And we're not talking about his information y'all regurgitating. We're talking about it's harder to reach y'all. And you don't know that you're running out of time. I reached a few people along the way, but I said we can't stay over there. And one of the main ways that you could see that it was time over for that was Rashad Jamal blocked me. So that was it. What the fuck? Ain't no reason to keep on warring. That nigga ran from the battlefield. Truth don't need to do that. And you can't tell me, he couldn't defend himself. Yes, he could, because he was all on his story lying. Yes, he could, because people were like arcades could see, get him on the phone. First person he mentioned is phase one, and he's lying. You know what I'm saying? Called phase one a fallen angel. He don't even know what that is. Ask these people questions. They don't know what they're talking about. And how is somebody that's so beyond the Bible, because you're telling people don't read the Bible, all this stuff, how they still quoting from the Bible? How they still saying things like fallen angels. How they still talking about Zeus and all this other stuff from Greek mythology if they so advanced. No, all they're doing is trying to copy. And when you're bringing people a copied version of the true light, that's not the true light. You feel what I'm saying? If I got this cup of water right here, here go a cup of water. This is the true cup of water. Somebody come and draw a damn good ass picture of it. You can tell me all the ways you love that picture. I don't give a damn. Let me drink the water. Let me drink the water. What the fuck is DEA? Let me drink the water. How does he not know what carbon is? These are not scientists. How you gonna be one of the 23 scientists who created the cosmos and you don't know the first, second, or third thing, literally, or fourth thing, elementary particles? Literally, you learned about these particles in elementary school. Meaning, when you was rising up in these degrees and these grades, one of the first things you learned about as an alchemist was chemistry. It's in the word. I'm an alchemist. Okay, tell me something about chemistry. What did this arrow right here mean? What happened if I have this reaction? What's the difference between a chemical change and a physical change? How does the reaction happen to begin with? Describe for me the lineup and why it's lined up this way of the periodic table. What are the noble gases? Da, 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 da. And then you ask them certain questions about non-ether. And they don't understand that non-ether was not some esoteric claim. Non-ether has its science rooted in chemistry. So how are y'all going around teaching stuff you don't understand? That's called fake or false light. So if I'm saying, listen, people say, oh, you're a false one. Okay, prove it. Step up and prove it. Because even if you say, I squinted, it looked like false. All right, get closer up on it and you will see I am in the center. Do that. Show the people how there's nothing you could. All right, you thought it said false. Now you look closer, see I was right there. The true light is in the center. I can find you that in the holy tablets. I can find you what Dr. Malachi York was saying. He is the center. You will see the I in the center. What do you want to know? Okay, so then tell me what I lied about. Tell me what I'm putting out here that's not working. Tell me that I'm not bringing people home. You understand that? So when we're saying, yo, we don't care about the simple little people that you're looking at. We care about the fact that when people's minds are touched with bad or impure light, it affects them. So when we come and we bring them the real water, they're like, oh, they hold up this drawing. I'm like, what are you going to do with that? You don't understand? That's why I tell you, people are being tantalized. They're suffering from the curse of Tantalus. They reaching it. All they leaders is saying, oh, you got to be quicker than that. You understand? Y'all think it's hate. You're going to see what I'm saying. Was it hate? How was it clout chasing? And Kodak Black said, thank you for the love. You understand? Now, if you think I got enough to pay Kodak Black, God bless you. If you think I got enough to pay Kodak Black for a story, hey, God bless you. Because that means I ain't doing no fundraisers. I'm not doing none of that. I'm straight then, right? Come on now. You're going to have to pay attention. Okay? It's working because it's Nuwapu. They already gave me the formula a long time ago when I decided this fight when I was 5 years old. Right knowledge. With right knowledge, we know what to do. I know what to do. We're going to get there, and we're going to reach more people. You understand that? So they can keep trying to claim, oh, this is fake, da, 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 but they're going to realize sooner or later that all of the different ways this realm is changing is happening because of yours truly. And it's because all it takes is one. It's the same thing I've been saying. All it takes is one. I got about 15 more minutes, y'all got to do. All right? All it takes is one person. And you might say, well, it isn't that an anagram for Neo? I'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. You know what I mean? Let's just ask this question. Is it possible to undo what Shaitan has done to your world? Is it possible? I'm not saying, do you believe? I'm not saying, do you have faith? I'm asking you a question that's rooted in truth. Is it possible? And if you understand what the word possible means, all things are possible. So you already know who they saying run this world. All right. Hollywood, you know that's the devil's realm. All you Christians and Muslims, you should understand it. And all of you who are not Christians and Muslims and think you're so advanced, okay, then you should understand what I'm saying then if you're that advanced. There's nobody that can miss the message. Do you see what I did there? One more time. Why you still talking about all this God stuff? Da, 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 da. Didn't you just say Rashad Jamal was the God? Yeah, but what does it mean? Give me the etymology of the word. No, you got nothing. Nothing. You can't Google it fast enough. It's not a TikTok video you can make for 30 seconds and think you know what you're talking about. Okay, you still using terminology that come from them. You still talking about y'all the chosen ones. That's biblical. You still talking about, oh, this is a day of Revelation. You got that straight out of the literal book of Revelation. You look, see it right in fine print next to they got this shit from us. I read the Bible and said it right there. Right next to the word Revelation, it said they got that shit from us, by the way. So y'all nobody is above it. Nobody has broken past religion except the Nuwapians. And what happened when Dr. Melchizedek York left the scene is you had infiltrators that brought people right back into religion. We were right there. How do I know? I was right there when we were right there. I came at the literal turn of the century, at the turn of the millennia. I was born right there, 1998, right before the Y2K craze, everything. I was 2 years old when everybody was crying about them computers and shit. You understand that? So now you see that this is Shaitan's world. If you don't know what Shaitan means, if you don't know what Iblis means, if you don't know what Satan means, I need you to stop saying them words then. Go research what it means and you'll understand the day of the opposer. All right? This is the Shaitan opposed right knowledge. Shaitan opposes order. They need the world on drugs. You understand that? Why? Okay, Future and Juice WRLD, didn't they do the album called World on Drugs? Where did Juice WRLD die from? 2019, right? Listen, by literally, what was the weapon? What killed Juice WRLD? The drugs. He said, well, he did it to do this. Whatever you want to say, that's what killed him. Okay, who did Juice WRLD say he was inspired by to do the drugs? Is anybody paying attention, or you think the world that Phase 1 is exposing to you doesn't exist? He said Future was his inspiration to do the drugs. Future was his inspiration to make the music he was making about the okay, so Nicki Minaj does an interview. And Nicki Minaj says she knows Future. She was in there talking to the nigga don't even do drugs. She like, you don't even do the drugs. But and she said, I thought that was so crazy that he was going around making the music. All right. Yes or no, for all the people with sense. Everybody else be quiet. Everybody with sense. Yes or no. Is music impressionable? Is music impressionable? Yes or no? It's so simple, but you got to explain it to people because they just in denial. But you know, that's one of the first things that people have to get over when they're breaking an addiction. Denial. Right? So, for anybody that's talking about, oh, Future don't have nothing to do with it, you're in denial. For anybody talking about 21 Savage, don't have nothing to do with why niggas around here killing each other, you're in denial. And 21 Savage is in denial too. That don't mean, listen, being in denial don't mean you don't know the truth. You know that, right? You know what I mean? Did you go see that nigga yesterday, yes or no? No. But you know damn well you went to go see the nigga. That's in denial. Okay, you're in denial, and that's it. That don't mean that you didn't go see that nigga or see that girl yesterday. You know that. Niggas know that. You'll be there in denial looking stupid with the evidence in their hand, still trying to be in denial. That's how everybody sounds to me who don't want to look at the most obvious thing. I'm telling you what we about to roll out. I have a complaint that's going to be made loud, and that complaint is against Al Sharpton and the NAACP. So if you're a part of NAACP, Al Sharpton, trust me, you're about to be served publicly because we're tired of the bullshit. No, nigga, we not finna not go shop at Walmart because some niggas can't get a job that a lot of them niggas weren't even fucking qualified for. You don't want to admit the shit. A lot of people just weren't qualified for it. And then it didn't have nothing to do with just melanin dominant people. There were other groups of people that were being integrated into these damn jobs. DEI don't mean shit to people. It doesn't. It means something to how your establishments and politics looks to people. You understand what I'm explaining to you? So all that, we're going to boycott Walmart. We're going to boycott this. We're going to boycott that. Okay, how about this? Al Sharpton, NAACP. Y'all haven't seen the death toll? Y'all haven't seen the crime rate? Y'all haven't seen and been paying attention to all of y'all who are not actually assisting colored people, because that's what NAACP stands for. Go ahead and stamp it. Not actually assisting colored people. It's all fake. Okay, that's why them niggas get up there and dress up in suits and they go do business. All right, and then who in here talked to Al Sharpton? And when the last time y'all seen Al Sharpton come talk to us? And I'm not talking about talk at us. It's a difference. We've heard people talk at us. Okay, I wrote letters to people who talk at us. When the last time you seen them come into our communities and talk with us? Talk to us. They don't think I'm from the hood. They don't think I got people that I can call it right now and pull them on here. When the last time y'all seen any of these niggas from the NAACP? Last time, I'll tell you when the last time we seen y'all. Last time we seen y'all was the George Floyd marketing campaign. Oops. Because that's what it was. The last time we seen y'all was when everybody said, oh shit. Everywhere we looked around, somebody had something to say about George Floyd. Did y'all know? Because I didn't know this. Did y'all know that the last person to be killed, if that is what occurred, the last person to be killed by the police was George Floyd? Ever since then, ain't nobody else died. Nobody else. Somebody said, huh? Exactly, because that's what the fuck niggas with sense is like. Because if it really means something, if it's really that much of a fucking sense of urgency, all right, you're going to do that every damn day. You ain't got time to go home. You ain't got time to be like, all right, we'll meet up next year. You know what I'm saying? Or we do a march every day. When the last time we seen the Million Man March like we seen the Million Man March when it happened? If you could do a Million Man March one time, why we don't got a Million Man March every month? If you do a Million Man March and bring all the people together, all this money was raised. Why we can't do that every year? Can we do it annually? Can we do it to the point where it's so big, can't nobody ignore this shit? And every time it happens, we flood in the communities with money and resources, and people ain't walking around with no clothes, no food, no stuff like that in the same communities y'all talking about y'all standing up for. We tired of it. We tired of it. We tired of it. Think I'm just a rapper if you want to. We tired of it. So no, the NAACP about to get served publicly. Same way I told y'all, we not celebrating Black history. No, go ahead, put that down. We won't celebrate that. Well, why? We should be proud. There's no we. They tricked you. All it takes is, that's why I say, anyone, my son, General, all of them. I said, one of y'all talk to me for 5 minutes. One of you speak to me for 5 minutes. Any of you that you thinking it, just come talk to me for 5 minutes. And I'll be able to not show you. I don't care. Listen, we're not gunning for the people you think we're gunning for. What we're doing is we taking them clamps off of people's brains that they got up under them. What the fuck is a black? What is that? Oh, they gave Asians a crime bill. They did this for these people. They got the Japanese got this before we got that. All right, where they gonna send it to? Huh? If they give you your reparations, where they send it to? Well, they just send it to us. That's not reparations. You don't know what that is then. You don't know what you're talking about. Who got to trust that all the money go to? Or all the securities go to? Who gets it? Who disperses it? Who's responsible for making sure everybody get it and the communities get it and all this? Who is black? Who is Black America? Now they can send this to their people over here. They got a nation. Even if you were to say, oh, we're all melanin dominant people, you got melanin dominant people that ain't from America. You got melanin dominant people that's here right now. They're not descendants of slaves. You got melanin dominant people that's over here. They're descendants of Native Americans or American Indians. You got Native American people, American Indians, indigenous people over here with melanin dominant genes. Okay, reparation is a trick. Whoever threw the paper. Reparations is a trick. Wake up. I said whoever threw it. They not hearing me, y'all. It's a trick. I know. It's like you grew up. I went to school for this. You went to school to be lied to. They fucking lied to you all your college career. And I'm not. Listen, I'm not sorry. This is how you have to wake people up sometimes. How you gonna repair some shit people still in? It's called reparations, reparations. How you gonna repair some shit you still in? Where's your identity? Do you have a nationality? You know, black, it does not mean anything. It has nothing to do with nationality. Do you have one as a people? So NAACP been running game. And if y'all don't stop them for the next 400, 500 years, they'll be a successful business. And they will just keep telling y'all they on the way. You ever got that one person, they say, I'm on the way. I'll be there in 20 minutes. Nigga, I'm literally on the highway right now. They sitting next to the fan trying to make the noises on the... I'm literally on the highway. Man, this motherfucker just crossed over me. Da, da, da. And they get out the phone, they still in bed. That's your NAACP. That's Al Sharpton. That's Sean King. That's Tamika Mallory. They telling you they on the way. They put their fists in the air. Next thing you know, they got a Cadillac commercial. And you steady trying to convince yourself that that Cadillac commercial got something to do with your freedom. You trying to convince yourself that because they put their fist up in front of the Cadillac, it's still not Cadillac. Trump is not your enemy. I'm not saying he's your friend, but if all these people, okay, let's take me for example. Not to compare myself to Trump, but I think I'm pretty loud. So you can at least put that ET on it. Don't quote me. Okay, look at me for example. Look at how loud I am. Look at how many people I'm waking up. Look at how many people I'm bringing home. Look at how many things I've done daily that reach hundreds of thousands of people. Sometimes millions. Okay. All the truth I speak, the DM full of hundreds of thousands of people saying, yo, man, this helped me, this helped me, this helped me. The people telling me this, da, 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 da. This is not a brag. I'm showing you something. Pay attention. Look at all of the different motions we stopped. Okay? Drill music took a hit because of who? They're not going to remember. So I'm only asking for the people who was there. Everybody else like, huh? I thought it just stopped. Okay. Well, if you thought it just stopped, then cool. I'll let you in. Everybody else who got the VIP, right? Remember? Cause they wasn't, remember? The names nobody else wanted to call. All the times we shut this down. Niggas had to respond to me, but they never want to say my name, all of that. And all of the different times we hexed the music industry. And they thought, well, maybe we just don't listen to him. He'll just go away. Then they started losing niggas back to back to back to back to back. And every time they was finna lose a nigga, I told them, y'all about to lose somebody else. And like, what the fuck he talking about? Man, anyway, drill, kid, what the fuck? Where our artists go? No, I'm not trying to laugh on it. I'm just saying this was the situation. Where the fuck our artists went? You talking about the same artist I told stop doing that shit? You talking about that one? You talking about the same artist that was putting people on you talking about these artists? Oh no, we opened up the gates of hell, say, hey, bring them early. You say, what? You don't know what you're dealing with. And I told you, if you think you're seeing me, I'm the decoy. I'm the harbinger. I'm the one that you see before them skies open. I'm the one that you see before ain't nothing left to be said. I'm just the one who speaks before it happens. That's it. I'm just the speaker before the main event. That's it. You just see me hosting. You paying all this attention to me, you don't even realize that it's a whole fucking show about to happen right in front of you. We opened up them gates and said, anybody that don't want to listen, I literally said, let the magic hit wherever it need to hit. Sometimes I didn't even specify. I said, let it hit wherever. They gonna stop this shit. It took up to Takeoff, and I documented all of this, right? The last person that got hit with all that was going on, spinning, from 2019 up to like 2022, November 2022, right? I think it was November 1st to be exact. When Takeoff got hit, that's when they did it. I told people, I said, you'll know when they hear it, when people start coming out saying, you know what, we got to stop this drill shit. And when Takeoff got killed, that's when they said, we got to stop the drill shit. Until then, before that happened, it didn't matter if I was speaking to WAC 100, it didn't matter who I was talking to. Everybody tried to deny it. And then when they hit him, you'll go, if you remember, if not, you got to go back and look at certain tweets around that time. And you'll see everybody saying, all the artists coming out saying, yo, man, we got to stop this same atmosphere. We got to stop glorifying this shit. Takeoff was a good dude, da, da, da. Yeah, that was y'all lamb then. That was the sacrifice of y'all lamb. And y'all don't understand that y'all created the conditions that he died in. Y'all don't understand. Y'all promoted this shit. Remember Black Youngster? Black Youngster came out and was making jokes on the dead and dancing on niggas supposedly grave and all this other stuff and da-da-da-da. And he wasn't the only one. There's a lot of niggas doing that. Then his brother got hit. And he was like, I'm mad at everybody. I'm at war with everybody. Da-da-da-da. Something, all this other stuff. I'm like, see, it ain't no fun, is it? Listen. Okay. It shouldn't be that I have to explain this. But because this is the game they got me playing, I have to explain this. You might think it's just a song. All right? Depending on what level of influence you're under, you may try to convince yourself that it is. Now, if you ever lost a brother to gunfire, meaning a literal biological brother or sister, all right? And niggas talking about killing and drilling and pulling up on your family and killing them, if you experience that, every time you listen to it, you're betraying yourself. Every time you listen to it, you're putting a dagger deeper into your heart. So what people have to wind up doing to even enjoy that type of demonic frequency, they have to smoke weed, or they got to pop perks, or they got to drink alcohol. You want to know what one of the saddest places would be here? The clubs. The clubs, they're the saddest places. And listen, you got to not be under the influence to know this. So I walk in. I don't smoke. I don't take no drug. I don't do none of that. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm clean. You understand that? And it's not the flex. I'm telling you, people be like, yo, you don't even do shrooms? I don't do that. No, you got to have a clear mind. That's the only way you're going to make it where I'm going. And where I'm going is where I'm from. You understand? I'm explaining to you. It's been fun, ain't it? Okay, you got to shake that off. You got to kick it. And this is your call. For anybody I'm talking to, I'm not talking to you as somebody who never was. I literally put it out there in the open what I had to battle with and deal with, because it was one of my methods of escape. But it's a fake escape. It's not real. You're still in the burning building. You're just unconscious. You understand? So here goes somebody with the, you know what I'm saying, shaking you, say, yo, man, we got to get out of here. You're just unconscious. The drugs make you unconscious. So you're in a dream state thinking, ooh, that's better. No, it's not. You understand? You just disconnected from your nervous system over here. All right? Then the interesting part is a lot of it works in reverse of what people think. Because you think, oh, I'm getting away from, but then while you're in the dream state, you can feel that shit. You understand? If you know how dreams work, sometimes that shit, that barrier is breached. And you can hear certain things going on the TV if you went to rest in front of the TV. Or you can hear people talking to you, and it'll show up in your dream state. Some of y'all experiencing that with people that drink a lot, stuff like that. They all drink to forget, but then you be remembering like a bitch. You remember more when you say, oh, damn, I do remember that shit. You understand? So it's a lot of these things that people were being protected from, but then the religions and all this other stuff got infiltrated. People became too self-righteous. People couldn't relate to one another, and now everybody out here. But that's what Iblis said he was going to do. He was going to make evil fair seeming. So when somebody like Phase 1 come and talk to you, you think I got to be some preacher's kid, which is why I told you in the song, I'm not no preacher's kid. I went through the hellfire that you still standing there in. And I'm telling you, yo, so we even go to the extent of going back into the fire to grab you. You know what I'm saying? We will go back into the water, but we can't stay there. But we will do that. And the point of it is because we know what you can't see until you get out of the water. We know what you can't see till you get out the fire. Then you'll see it. You know what I'm explaining to you? So, yeah, I go into the club, I'll be clear-headed, and you can see them people. They're sad. And they think every shot that they take heals them. Look at how ironic that sounds. That's why I said in one of my books, I said, pay attention. People do the most, they do the names and the titles of the things they doing. It's the most fucked up shit. They literally say, yo, we about to go get fucked up. Do that sound like fun? Now that you're sober, some of y'all may not be sober right now, but still try to work with me. Some nigga just got through rolled up. I heard you like, it's cool. Shit, vibe out. I'm just listen to me because you don't get too many more opportunities. Time is speeding up. You know what I mean? Eventually, if you ain't, it'll start getting more, you won't be able to hear me. You know what I mean? Because I have to phase out. You know what I'm saying? So watch what I'm telling you. Okay. Okay, when somebody says, we about to get fucked up. All right, watch this. If you look across the room and says, I'm finna fuck you up. Right? Do that sound like fun? Do the nigga that you said that shit to think it's finna be a good time? Unless he's a psychopath. Right? Most of the time, niggas, oh shit, now they gotta get ready. Right? I'm finna fuck this nigga up. All right, so then why would you listen to me? Listen to me, Linda. Why would you look at your friends and be like, yo, we finna go get fucked up tonight? Like, how would you put a time period on it to know you're planning to go get yourself fucked up and you actually go do it? Some people might not say fucked up depending on where you're from. Some people might be like, we finna go get hammered. Don't make it no better. Let me give you an example of what I mean by don't make it. If a nigga was standing across the room and they got a hammer in their hand, they look across the room to this, I'm finna hammer you. Pause. This nigga, well, depending on who the nigga is, he might, never mind. Point is, cause one nigga might be, don't worry about that. Y'all get back here where we at, over here. Where y'all at? If a nigga, don't give it agenda. Just, if somebody finna hit somebody with a hammer, unless they're a psychopath, they don't want that shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? We got to get away from that. That's a whole other category of shit. You got to get, we getting away from that. The hammer ain't fun for normal, regular, not psychopathic people. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm finna leave. I'm about to go. You understand? Niggas say, well, we finna get fucked up. We finna get slammed. You ever everybody get slammed? We did this shit in middle school. Niggas call this shit bamming, right? I remember thinking I could do that. I remember it was a nigga named Speed. And I wasn't supposed to be getting involved in none of this stupid shit anyway. Basically wrestling so you could slam a nigga, see who can slam a nigga on their head first. If you're not from Atlanta, you don't know what that is. Y'all probably called it some other shit, or you did some stupid shit too. We were just doing stupid shit. I wasn't supposed to get involved in that stupid shit. We call that recreation. And recreational shit, like all that slamming and all this shit, all that was basically saying you wrecking creation. And if you weren't careful and you participated in that shit too much, you could literally wreck your being that was created. All right, niggas call this shit bamming. I tried this nigga named Speed. Nigga with tall hair. Nigga picked me up, literally spun me around and did the wrestling shit and broke my damn back. Literally, like it was like the shit was stick into the damn ground. And everybody, they really recorded it too. So it was a video floating around somewhere. They still got it from when I was in 6th grade and got my back slammed out. You feel what I'm saying? My point is, getting slammed, if you ever gotten slammed before, now, I used to get into a lot of shit, so I done got slammed, I know twice, three, a few good times I got slammed. I got into a lot of shit, I talked a lot of shit, and I wasn't scared. So I got slammed, I ran up on niggas that was too big sometimes. It don't matter, I don't give a fuck. I still was ready, and I got up talking shit still. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it again. They might have did it again, but the point was, it wasn't fun. I wasn't enjoying. I didn't say again because like roller coaster. Point is, you don't want to get slammed. That's not a fun thing to encounter or endure. You understand? Somebody said in the audio, y'all can hear me? Can y'all still hear me? The point is, if you can't hear me, getting fucked up ain't fun. Getting slammed ain't fun. All right? All that we finna go, I want to smash this person. Why do you want to do that? If you can really listen and pay attention to what you're saying, right? Niggas like, oh, I'm gonna hit her. What did she do? Why are you gonna hit her? Now I don't mean like that. Well, how do you mean? You know what I mean? I'm just trying to smash. Okay. So then it's so much fucked up vocabulary we got. Niggas say, I'm finna smash that girl. I'm finna hit her. We finna get fucked up. We finna get slammed. Everybody take shots. If you think, listen what I'm saying. It ain't fun to take back. All right. So then why shots is bullets? I don't understand this. My point is, there's so many things that people have integrated into their everyday life. All right. And they trying to cover the psychological damage of it up with drugs. They're trying to cover the psychological damage of it up with vices. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You know what I mean? The only thing that happens is your brain goes into this falsified survival mode. And it starts to deteriorate the body. Because all it's thinking is that now its main source of survival, its main source of food is whatever this is that's causing this dopamine release. You know what I mean? And my thing is when Future and them cursed everybody in my hood, all right? That's why I said the world on drugs, I ain't blaming Future for that, all right? Because the world been on drugs before Future. But I'm telling y'all, as I'm 26 now, right? When I was 14, 15 years old, 16 years old, Future and them did that to us. When they was like Molly Percocet, when he did that Mask Off song, it completely fucked my generation up. And I'm trying to figure out how is somebody 40 years old sitting at home, you know what I'm saying, finna tell people like myself that this didn't happen. When you talk to my generation, we will tell you. The only difference is ain't nobody talking to our generation. Y'all trying to tell us what we dealing with and what we going through, which is stupid. Especially being that y'all complain that your elders did that to you. Who gonna break the cycle? If you listen to us and pay attention to what we saying, even the niggas who be rapping about the bullshit, they'll still say, damn, like, didn't nobody try to, like, niggas, like my bro, Slime Like Shawty was like, he thought niggas was gonna show, nobody came and showed him the way. Nobody was trying to tell him, like, he really feel like, you know what I'm saying, they clown him for that. You know what I mean? Niggas, he said, I looked at these niggas like OGs. You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't, because the OGs, I'm telling y'all what was going on. The niggas who was the OGs, it was a different, you had the OGs, then you had the old heads. OGs were niggas who we respected. Old heads was like, we see them. They aunt them all, but they old heads, we don't really, OGs was around. The OGs was giving us the Percocets. The OGs was giving us the Xan. The OG was giving us the Bean. OG was giving us the Skittles. OG was giving us, listen, and before it blew up with Future, we wasn't on that. I remember niggas was smoking weed, right? So niggas might smoke weed. Remember that. Not saying that it's better, but at least it wasn't completely fucking people up. Only problem was there were niggas around that was smoking weed too young, and their brain hadn't even developed. You understand? So a lot of what is so many different things they're not telling people about starting to smoke early that it fuck your brain up. Certain parts are supposed to be developed. They develop differently because the reward circuit is not supposed to be that damn active. You understand? For anybody, let alone somebody who hasn't even finished developing their brain. The frontal lobe ain't finished till around 23, 24, 25. Some people earlier than that. A lot of sisters, women may experience it earlier on. But a lot of men is around 23, 24, 25. You can do your research on what I'm telling you. Okay? Meaning your decision making and all of that, which is why peer pressure is a lot heightened for people who are younger. You understand? Because it's like you don't really have it in you. You'd be like, yo, man, they might be mad at me for right now, but them still going to be around, or they don't got to have no damn friends in this environment. You don't want to get away from whatever is moving at the time, so somebody offer you some shit. You know, that's why I tell you, peer pressure ain't like TV. Peer pressure, like, man, come on, man, you suck, you being lame, da 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 da. Peer pressure, like, hey, you trying to hit this shit? That's it. That peer pressure. Niggas like, fuck it. I have no choice. Yeah, that's all it is. Because they don't want to look bad in front of the females, whatever it was. And that was a part of it, too. Because the females was part of the reason why a lot of niggas wanted to get hooked on this shit. Because you wasn't cool if you wasn't popping perks. You wasn't cool if you wasn't walking around with a fanny pack, perks full of it. You know what I mean? All this other stuff. You wanted to be getting along with it, get along. But I started to show people a different way, even younger. So it got to the point we be around in a circle, niggas would pour up the pint, whatever, or they'll get the little 2 liter, pour it up, da 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 da. They get to passing it to each other. As soon as one of my people was like, yo, he don't do that. As soon as they try to hand it to me, they be like, yo, he don't do that. Niggas started stepping up and saying it because I told them niggas no so many times. They like, he for real. You understand? You have to make, but I was brought up in New Wapu, so I was given a kind of an advantage because you have to know who and what you are before you brace in these different types of realities. You understand what I'm explaining to you? So a lot of people may not be thinking about it like that, but Future introduced it to us. And before that, it was weed and marijuana, but there was a main thing, like I just mentioned, that was taking over before perks, and that was lean. Remember, niggas make a song, literally, they'll be like, lean, 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 lean. Some of y'all know what the fuck the song is, and all I did was just say the word lean a bunch of times. Are you going to tell me that's not impressionable? And then you have to take not just the words, the lyrics, for all the silly geese. It's not just the words and the lyrics. Oh, why would you do that? It was not just that. It was the party environment. And I was DJing at that time. So we would go from that party environment and everybody would be leaving drunk or they high off lean, popping perks, whatever, all kind of treacherous stuff was happening. But it was the music encouraging the scene at that time. So when people would go to the parties, what they were pouring up, it's not even just alcohol. They pouring up lean. And lean caused a lot of people problems internally, young, and it slowed them up and it affected speech. So a lot of the rappers that they were putting on people that was taking it at that time, or even around people that was taking it at that time, all that slurred speech, a lot of Atlanta lingo comes from that. A lot of Atlanta lingo come from niggas, you know what I'm saying, because they can't fucking talk. So you thinking, oh, this shit sound cool, especially when they add some auto-tune and a beat to it. But them niggas was on fucking drugs. All right. And then when some of them kicked it, they wanted to keep up the image. So people like Future, they still pushing it. You understand? Then Future will come out with a song. Didn't he just come out with a song not too long ago? Say my dog died, something like that. Whatever. One of his homeboys died, overdose on some shit, fentanyl, something like. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? You the one. All right. So again, we was young. We're impressionable, and you're not going to just use the youth thing either. You have to look at the fact that adults are impressionable. You understand? You know adults are impressionable because they tell you Trump is a racist. They never show you how. You just going to believe it. You know adults are impressionable. If they tell you Ye said slavery was a choice, you just going to believe it. Adults are impressionable, so we're going to deal with that another time. The children are, and we were still children at that time. You understand that? So the lean messed a lot of niggas was making lyrics saying, I'm on that lean, my liver broken. I'm on that lean, my teeth falling out. I'm on that lean, my nose is departing from me. I'm on that lean, my fingers is turning into jello. I'm on that lean, my spleen is fractured. I'm like, yeah, lean got some of the worst. This is how you know it's deeper than just lyrics. Lean got some of the worst promotion that any product ever got on the planet. And everybody that's doing that shit heard all the promotion, was like, I need to try that shit. I need to fuck my liver up too. You feel what I'm saying? So it was the swag. It was the finesse. It was the status. We looked at these people like, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember Lil Baby saying something. I need to get off these X pills. Now, I don't think this nigga was actually taking X pills. If he was, he was. I don't think that nigga was really taking that shit. But then niggas started popping X. X, can I speak here? Because I only got my shit finna die in a little bit. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just being truthful. This is how you know they weaponize this shit. Hip hop, over here with us, we didn't take X. Opioids was not our thing. We were not pill poppers. That's when you started to integrate death and heavy metal into hip hop, bringing all these rock artists and rock artist images and trying to party like a rock star. All that in it. You can't party like a rock star if you're not taking these heavy drugs, all this other stuff. That wasn't our thing, but now it became so normal. So now niggas that don't even take it. It's niggas that don't take it that's trying to come up with someone. I'm talking about Xan, da. Never probably seen a Xan. They just think the shit sound cool. So you saw what happened with the pills. Molly Percocet, we didn't know what the fuck that was. We did not know what Molly was. I'm telling you, I'm not saying niggas who were from the suburb. I'm saying niggas was outside. We did not know what the fuck that was until we had to find out through them OGs and the rest of them drug dealers what they were talking about, and then they came and brought it to the young niggas. And the young niggas, the young men, were putting the women on it, the young women on it. And the young women were putting the men that they would get with on it. So now you got the young women and the young men that was strung out. You feel what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is this was happening in our community, and I saw it. I averted it, but I also saw it. So you can't tell me Future didn't do this. He's one of the main, if not the main reasons why Perks is fucking our hood up now. And by our hood, I'm not talking about just Atlanta. I'm talking about worldwide. You know what I'm saying? It's a different world. The hood, a different world. The shit fucked up because of the artists. And the artists don't tell us, yo, this just music, y'all. The artists don't tell us, y'all, we just, no, they really try to enforce the idea of and double down on the idea of this is the life they really living. And it's fun. But it's not. So it fucked a lot of people up. So we can't heal without truth. You can't heal. You can't rehabilitate oneself without truth. And the truth is this, y'all. Everybody going through it. And God's voice is harder to hear when the devil's substances and habits are a part of your being. It's harder to hear God's voice. All right? So when I'm speaking to Kodak, I'm not just talking to Kodak. I'm sending love to Kodak because people laughing at him. Then you got people that's dumb saying, he's just trolling. You don't know what the fuck you talking about because you don't know what you're looking at. You don't see, you can't look in somebody's eyes and tell. That's Nuwapu. You don't know I told people certain things were staged. It's so interesting. The things that's staged, people don't know it's staged. They think it's real. The shit that be real, people like, this is staged. It's backwards. It's backwards. You understand what I'm explaining to you? Look in people's eyes. So he don't just repost it. He say thanks for the love because it's felt. That ether travel, it traverse. He feel it. It can't be faked. You go check the track record of Omari, Phase 1. That's not fake. So while people like Rashad and Lowe stop writing the letters, we reaching them with them letters. People say, oh, stop mentioning people, y'all chasing clout. Y'all don't tell none of these blogs they chasing clout. The blogs will post, if you get locked up, the blogs will post that. You do something positive, they don't want to post that. As soon as something fucked up happened in your life, they want to post that and run with it. If Omari Phase 1 is clout chasing by sending positive messages and messages of reinforcement of God Almighty, the source, the Most High, right? If he's clout chasing, then what's happening with the shade room? They use another celebrity every 5 minutes. You never say they clout chasing. Say Cheese TV. Would Say Cheese TV be Say Cheese TV without other rappers and artists and coming up off of their fame and putting them on their page and people that you actually give a damn about? When the last time you seen a nigga just talking to you? Whoever behind Say Cheese. When the last time you seen him make a post and be like, hey, y'all, come look at what I'm doing. And everybody like, oh, shit, let's come see what's happening. You understand that? Y'all are coming for the wrong one. You said, oh, you went at Rashad, that's clout chasing. Y'all not paying attention. None of these people do I need a name off of. We're reaching people regardless. Oh, I would like to see you make a song that you ain't dissing nobody and it go big. Source. Even though I was coming for the dragon but still, raise your frequency. There's a lot of music is up there. Okay, so I'm just supposed to make music and not fight the beast? You understand? How about we do both? And if you want to war with the beast, sometimes you got to move around these stars. Listen between what I'm saying. A wise person hears one word and overstands two. Okay, that's how I talk. That's why you think I'm speaking in parables, because I'm able to pair things where the people who don't understand it and the people who do understand it should be able to meet at the center. Okay? If they say you're chasing clout, then if they ever tell y'all, Omari, phase one chasing clout, you'd be like, you're right. You're right. You know what I'm saying? Now I tell people, when people come and comment and say, man, you just chasing clout. I say, well, then it's working then. Because what you think clout is not what clout is. Clout means attention then. Because everybody's doing that. Everybody needs attention. The only issue is y'all don't have a problem when devils promote bullshit and try to get clout off of bullshit. Y'all only have an issue with the ones who challenge the deception. Anybody who challenges the deception, anybody challenges the norm, anybody challenges the status quo, anybody challenge that, that's what you got an issue with. And then you say, then y'all want to scream clout. You understand? So I'm telling you, that ain't going to work. Tell them they right. Tell them you right. And the thing is, we were told, put our fishing rods down and become fishers of men, people, humanity. Bring them home to that true water, that true light. Bring them home. So if I got to make the real people into what's real, to combat the ones who making reels to real people into what's fake, oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And we're going to get there. You know what I mean? We're going to get there. Now, you know, a lot of people watching, paying attention, is people got an issue with this. All I'm going to tell you is this. When the Most High with you, can't nobody beat you. When God is with you, can't nobody beat you. Can't nobody beat me because God is with me. Everybody should understand what I'm saying. Message to you spiritual people. Stop attacking Christians. Message to you spiritual people. Stop attacking Muslims. Message to you Muslims. Stop attacking Christians. Message to you Christians. Stop attacking Muslims. I think the ones who probably have the biggest issue with what I just said is the Christians, ironically, because y'all are supposed to be the ones who are the most overstanding and patient and loving and kind. But then when it comes to people not believing everything you believe, you want to go to war with them and shut them down and have them crucified. The reason why I'm telling you to be kinder to the people who are here in these different orders and religions is because if you come and talk to me for 5 minutes, I'll show you why you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm not out here reminding everybody. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'm just saying, listen, what you got? Oh, I have this nice loaf of bread. I look at it as a brick. I say, okay, he don't know what that is. But we need the brick. So I'm just come along. Nigga whisper to me, yo, you saw the nigga just say it was a loaf of bread. Nigga, I'm going to teach him what it is along the way. God damn. You was going to leave him back there. We still need the brick. It's a fucking loaf of bread. He didn't think motherfucking out of his mind. Listen, when you get there, you gonna realize you can't put bread there. What if you think you can? Well, let him put the bread. It's a loaf of bread. Some of y'all not gonna get what I'm saying. When every time I say, yo, man, I pray in the name of Jesus. And it's like, oh, all the spiritual people lose their brain. I don't get it. Oh, he supposed to be woke. I'm like, nigga, it's the fucking brick. What the fuck is you talking about? We need them too, silly. Don't we got a whole pyramid to Yeah, we got a pyramid. Okay, do you got all the bricks? No, I just got this brick. Do you got all the bricks? Man, fuck this. This nigga called it a loaf of bread. You know what I'm saying? So we got to deal with that. If it's a loaf of bread and the nigga got to put it there, let him put it there. Y'all don't hear me? They don't know. You don't know. Because I tell you, you don't know. I wouldn't say this. You don't know either. You know, you're on your way to the knowing. You understand? So y'all have to be wiser with how you dealing with one another and dealing with each other. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with people that's outside. Yeah, everybody's going through it. That's why I told them. Everybody's going through it. We're going to win. All right? All I'm going to say, last word, if they don't cut my phone and my battery don't die. Deal with me now. Catch it now while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm doing now. Don't wait till we gone. See what I'm doing now. Look at all the things I could have been doing. See what I'm doing. And it should make sense who I am. Catch it now. Because they always come. You know, that's what their job is. You just got to figure out what yours is. All right? Shout out to everybody. I love y'all. Peace in the Lamb. It's truly wonderful. Hadus Ashuk. Wadu.